Hi Libra, this is Eileen with your June 2020 Psychic Tarot card reading. And you've got some good cards here relating to money, career, the success of your life, your plans, your goals. You do have some good cards indicating that you'll be in a stronger position in June and going forward. Now let's see, you're starting out with the Hangman. And hangman is indicating that for some Libras, you might find that starting out in the month of June, you might feel like you're in a holding pattern, maybe waiting on some change. It could be a place to move to. You might be looking for a place, a new place to move to, whether you're renting, buying, whatever, and waiting on something to come through. You might be waiting on a job to open up. A lot of people have been home and not working. You might be waiting to go back to work, waiting to hear something. I do feel that for some of you, you're waiting on a job that you had applied for. And I feel like they showed interest in you. And you're waiting to get the go-ahead, the green light. Now, this could mean different things for different people, and this is a general reading, so some of these cards may resonate with you while others do not. If I'm doing a private reading, then I'm focusing in on just on your circumstances. And this is it's a good time to take stock of where you are, where you want to go, where you've been, that sort of thing. Make decisions about adjusting your path that you're on. Make sure you're continuing to go in the direction you want to for your life. You see, the person hanging upside down is not stressing. They're not stressed out or upset. They're just kind of on pause in a holding pattern for the moment. So you're not being rushed. So it is a good time to make sure that the path ahead of you is the right direction for you. Or if you decide you want to tweak it a little and make a few changes, this is a good time to do that while you're not being rushed. Next card you have is Queen of Pentacles. And the Pentacles do relate to the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And you might be embodying the traits and emotions of the Queen of Pentacles in the month of June. The Queen of Pentacles has worked hard for a long time and has gotten to achieved a certain amount of success for herself. She gets to live a good life and be comfortable and enjoy certain small or bigger luxuries. And she knows she has a lot to be grateful for, but at the same time, she's worked very hard for everything that she has, and she continues to stay busy with her work, with her responsibilities, her plans for her future. She has no intentions of sliding backwards or not doing well. She works very hard. So this could be you enjoying what you have in the month of June and being grateful and being aware that you have a lot to be grateful for. But at the same time, staying focused on your responsibilities, your plans for your life, your work, your career, that sort of thing. Now, in some cases, this might be somebody around you in the month of June. It could be a relative. It could be someone at work, a manager, an owner of a place where you work. You can benefit from this person if it's someone around you or if it's someone you're applying for a job with. I do feel like this person is fair-minded. However, they would be looking for that same good work ethic in others that they have for themselves. So if you are showing those kind of traits to this person, you could benefit from her if that's someone you're around in June. Next card you have is Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about trying to make a decision maybe between two people. There might be two different people that you've been involved with in one way or another, and you're trying to decide who's the right one. I feel like for somebody I'm tuning into that you're actually married. You're married to somebody, and there's someone else that you're interested in. Maybe you work with this person, or maybe you've been friends with them for a long time. Whatever it is, there's some kind of bond you have with this other person. And maybe there's nothing going on with them other than friendship, but at the same time, you have such a strong connection with this person that it does make you wonder if you're actually supposed to be with that person. I feel like the two of you were together in a previous lifetime, and that does sound specific for one person. I mean, maybe a couple of people are in that predicament, but And the advice of this card is to remove the blindfold, step back, look at your circumstances objectively, and make a good, sound decision that's best for your life. I do feel like for some of you, there might be a situation where you have two different friends who are competing for your attention. It could even be two different relatives. In some cases, it could be two different jobs that they both want you to work there. I feel like in a lot of cases, you're going to know the one, maybe one that you've already been with, whether it's a person, friend, job, whatever it is, and you know you're in a secure position and a strong position, and it's almost like, well, it's tempting to go with the other one, but I don't know if I really want to do that. I have something good right now. That's what I'm getting, the feeling I'm getting from that card for whoever has that Two of Swords energy, that overall, for the most part, you know you have something solid in your current circumstances, even though the other person, situation kind of makes a good argument on their own behalf, but it's like what you have is pretty strong. So that would be kind of a tough choice to leave what you have. Next card you have is Lovers. This is another major arcana card. And this is about something or someone that you might be passionate about making a decision. It could even tie in with that Two of Swords for some people. This is about a relationship situation, trying to make a choice. But the Lovers is about deciding, do you want to stay in a relationship, stay with a current situation, or do you want to enter a new relationship with someone? This could even be about something, a business or some other something that you're passionate about, making a choice one way or the other to proceed in this or not to. And I do feel for some Libras, there's someone that you've been seeing, that you've been involved with, that the other person is really very drawn to you, wants to be with you a lot, the whole thing. And on the one hand, you enjoy being with them, but at the same time, you're feeling like there's somebody else who's really meant for you and that they're out there somewhere. And I tend to believe you're completely correct. So do not make a big commitment to anyone unless you really feel it in your heart, because I feel like you and that person will cross paths. Their energy is very strong for you and you're supposed to meet them. So don't settle for less than really feeling like you've got a strong connection with someone. Next card is Two of Wands. The Wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They relate to the area of career and work and progress, action. Two of Wands is showing that you're on your path. You're moving forward. You're making progress. You may find yourself again with two different choices. Should you take path A or should you take path B? This can be a job situation. It can be a living arrangement. It can, again, have to do with relationships. I am feeling for some Libras, you are caught between two people in some romantic situation that you're drawn by two. And I do feel for those of you who have that kind of energy around you in June, you have a connection with each of those people from a previous lifetime, and that's why it's so difficult. It's not as easy a decision as you would like it to be, because you had a connection with each of those people from some previous lifetime. Now, one of the persons that you're involved with, you might have a stronger bond with that one from being with them more in this lifetime, but the other person is also very appealing and you're drawn to the other person. You feel like the other one there would not be quite as much heaviness or baggage to be involved with them. It's almost like the current person that you've been around for a while, that you feel like there's a lot of heaviness with that person, and it's almost like there's good and bad. You almost would like to start fresh again, and the other one is more but a new beginning. It would have a little bit lighter energy. Now, in some cases, this can be relating to a job where one job you've been at and you're familiar with it, or you're familiar with that business or whatever it is, and there's a certain heaviness about it, even though it's a good connection for you. But there's another one that just feels lighter and happier and brighter for you that you're tempted to go to. However, you seem to be more drawn, almost like you're going in the direction of the one with the heavier energy, maybe that you're more familiar with. So I'm getting different scenarios for different people, but just be as objective as you can. Listen to your feelings too, to make your final decision. So it does look like, Libra, you're going to, in general, a lot of Libras are going to be having to make a decision between have two choices, whether it's two people, two jobs, two living arrangements. Next card you have is Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about a lot of petty arguments going on. This could be in your workplace because it is the Wands, Five of Wands, and the Wands do relate to the fire signs, and they relate to work and career, that area. So there could be a lot of arguing and pettiness and competition in your work area. Or I feel like it's people competing and being jealous of one another, almost like everybody's fighting over whatever there is to be had, that sort of thing. So now this could be taking place even around people you know. It might not be in work. It might even be your family members or whatever. The advice of the Five of Wands: step back. Don't get yourself involved if you don't have to, because all it's going to do is cause you a lot of stress and strife and ruin your day. If you can disassociate from that situation, it's better, and focus on what you want for yourself and for your life. So, but it does, it's a lot of pettiness and a lot of going back and forth. Next card you have is the Emperor. And the Emperor card, this is a strong energy card. It's a major arcana card. And here you've got it right under that Queen of Pentacles. Emperor is very confident, take charge, very proactive. So you can have a lot of inner strength in June and be able to see the big picture and be very decisive about your life and about choices and decisions you need to make for your life. Also, the Emperor is about being successful and prosperous, working hard for whatever you have, but being in a good place, kind of like you've earned your way up to wherever you are. And it's interesting, too, that it's so close to the Queen of Pentacles, which is a similar meaning. But with the Emperor, it's even stronger since this is a major arcana card. So it does show you're going to be very good at looking at the big picture in June, making good decisions about your life, about your responsibilities, feeling prosperous, making good progress in your career and your plans. Now, also the Emperor could be, for some Libras, if you could be around the Emperor as a person in your life in the month of June. Now, once again, you could definitely benefit from this Emperor if this is someone you're applying for a job with, or if you're applying maybe for a mortgage to buy a house, to buy a car, anything like that. Maybe applying for a job or a promotion or a transfer in your work. You could really benefit from this Emperor. I get good, strong energy. I'm not getting any kind of negative issues with this Emperor card here, but I feel like for a lot of Libras, you might be embodying the energy of the Emperor in June, which is good, because that means you're going to be in a strong, confident position of prosperity and success, and take charge and being very proactive, looking at the big picture and making good decisions. So these are two really good success-oriented cards here. I like that. Next card you have is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is about receiving some kind of news, perhaps. That's along, the cups do relate to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but they relate to the area of love and emotions and feelings. You might get some good news, or maybe an invitation. There might be news of someone, a birth, maybe someone you know had a baby or is going to have a baby, or maybe a wedding announcement or an engagement or something like that, some kind of party, an anniversary party. There could be something like that in the way of a news or an invitation, or maybe you might even be getting news from someone you're seeing that you're involved with, just that person professing their love for you or their feelings for you. So it's a nice, pleasant energy card. Now, the pages, as a person, a page is someone like maybe younger, like in their 20s, maybe 30-ish. So if you're like in your 20s or 30-ish and you're single and looking, this Page of Cups could represent someone who could be around you in the month of June that might be taking an interest in you. and wanting to get to know you first as a friend. They're not being overly confident that you would be interested in them. But at the very least, this person might just offer their friendship to you and just want to be around you because they're drawn to you, they're attracted to you, finding you intelligent and interesting, that sort of thing. But it is someone who's pleasant and nice, sensitive, compassionate kind of person, maybe kind of creative too. So they could be a water sign or have a lot of that in their chart. Next card, you have 8 of Cups. And 8 of Cups is talking about moving on from a situation that no longer serves you well. Now, the Cups, again, do relate to the water signs. They relate to feelings, emotions, romance, love, all that sort of thing. So in some cases, this could be a relationship that you're moving on from that at one time was good. You enjoyed yourself with that person or those people, but you outgrew that situation and you're ready to move on. Something happened that you just wanted to disconnect from the whole thing. That's what I'm feeling like. It's almost like you started seeing, almost like they, you know, they changed in a way that you didn't feel comfortable being around them anymore. That's what I feel like. There could even have been a situation of someone being under the influence of something a little too much, you know, whether it's alcohol, drugs, something that you didn't want to be around that. You just didn't want to be around that anymore. It was getting to be an extreme, and you decided you're not like that. You're more healthy, health conscious, whatever. You're not into all that, and you're moving on from that. Now, in some cases, this could be a job situation that you worked at one time. It was good. The money was good. You were enjoying your coworkers, but then you outgrew that situation. And you know you've got skills, you know you've got experience, you have good intelligence and capabilities, and you're ready to move on. And so you're looking out over the horizon. The sun is coming up. You see the light coming up over the mountains. The sun is coming up, and you're moving on to better times, better things for you in the future going forward. Now, in some cases, some Libras, you might actually be relocating. You might be moving to another location, another state, even another place. So once again, something no longer serves your purposes well. It worked at one time. It's over. You have already mentally, emotionally detached. Even if you might still physically still be there, you've already moved on. Psychologically, emotionally, you're detached, you've moved on, even if you're still around that situation or those people or whatever it is. You're on your way out. The decision's made. And this person is confident and comfortable. They're not fearful, anything like that. You're looking out over the horizon and deciding where you're going from here, because you know there's more out there for you, and you're completely right about that. And it's always best to leave when you know something is over, like it's useful time for you has ended. It's time to move on. Because if you keep hanging around in a situation that you've outgrown, the universe might decide to squeeze you out. And the universe can be very disruptive and cause you a lot of stress. The universe is not necessarily gentle about squeezing you out of a situation. So it's best to do it on your own when you know it's time to go. Last card you have is Knight of Wands. And again, the wands do relate to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Knight of Wands is about your career, that you're making progress. You might even be relocating. That's interesting. It's right alongside the 8 of Cups for anyone who is actually moving on from some work situation. The Knight of Wands is about making a change, possibly maybe relocating with your work, your job. Or maybe you're on the road a lot in your job. Maybe you have to travel quite a bit, even if it's just in your car. So, but it's making progress. Wait, I gotta get water. You're making progress, and that's what's good. You're feeling confident. You're moving forward. You've got goals, you've got plans for yourself, for your life, and you're feeling good and confident. So it's a good place to be following this 8 of Cups. You know, it's just this, I just like the different messages I'm getting in this reading. And it's right under the 2 of Wands, which is about making progress and moving on and making choices. And again, I get confidence with this card. So now in some cases, this Knight of Wands might relate to someone that could be around you in the romantic sense in the month of June or by the end of June. And it could be someone who's a fire sign like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or maybe they have a lot of that in their chart. So this person, I will let you know if this is somebody that you're around in a romantic setting. They're really focused on their career. So they might... It's almost like you could be friendship dating this person. Like they're not ready to get real serious right now. It's almost like they will along the way at some point, but they're really focused on their career most of all. Anyway, okay, so this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and I want to pick one card from Magical Mermaids and Dolphins now. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Also, you can check your rising and moon sign videos and see if there's anything that resonates with you in those as well. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. If anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, Magical Mermaids and Dolphins, what is your message for Libra for the month of June? What's your message for Libra for June? Okay, this one says, ready, set, go. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. I love that. That's a great message. Now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. Great message. I think it does tie in with the reading too, because you've got some positive cards about moving forward, about making progress, focusing on your goals and just making your way to get where you want to get to. Okay, next I'll pick one from the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. Okay, Spirit Animals, what is your message for Libra for the month of June? What's your message for Libra for June? Okay, let me see. Let's pan these out. Oh, this is cute. This is Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Look how sweet. Look at those sweet eyes. Oh, how adorable. Colors and illustrations are so pretty here. 18, 1 and 8 is 9. It's an interesting number numerologically, number 9, about the culmination of things in your life, kind of like, I don't know if you call it completion, but it's like things coming to a head in a way. Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So sweet looking. Okay. All right, let's see. Last but not least, I'll pick one card from the Ask Your Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. So angels, what's your message for Libra for the month of June? What is your message for Libra for June? Libra. Okay, I'm going to fan these out. Okay, Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. I like this message, Archangel Gabriel. You have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Great message. Okay, Libra. Well, I hope you're happy with your reading for the month of June. Be sure and check your rising moon signs. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Have a wonderful June, and we'll talk again soon.